Who can tell me by show of hands who owns a technological device at home, or who has access to one? Yeah. 2 hands if you've got access to more than 2. More than 3. More than 4. I can't get my other leg up. Yeah, so loads of people. Okay. Who can tell me then what sort of ways do we communicate with people on these devices? How do we communicate with people? Yeah, give me one. Texting, yes.
Talking.
Yeah, talking.
Phone call.
Phone call.
Perfect.
Video chat.
FaceTime.
FaceTime, yes. Snapchat. Anyone heard of WhatsApp? Yeah. Okay, so these things all have one thing in common, and that is that we can now message instantly. Okay, things go and they can be delivered straight away and we can get an instant response. So believe it or not, guys, this technology hasn't been around forever. So how did people communicate before we had these devices? What sort of methods would they use? Yeah. Letters, yeah, people would write letters, yeah. Send it off. You'd wait a while for a reply, but absolutely people would send letters, yeah.
Those canned things.
Yeah, tin can with a bit of string.
Like it.
Yes, that's
Old
an
school.
unusual one. Yeah, any other ways? Yeah. Do you know what, guys? People would actually talk to each other. I would go up to Zac and I'd say, Zac, how are you?
Answer on Snapchat.
He only wants an answer on Snapchat. Okay, people would actually talk to each other. There are lots more unusual ones as well, like Morse code, smoke signals. Zac will give you a little clue. He's very graceful. What could he be? He's not a monkey or a duck, which we've had before.
Or
He's
a swan.
bird. Yeah, who's heard of carrier pigeons? Yeah, so I'd write a message, I'd strap it to Zac's ankle, I'd send him on his merry way, hoping my message would get to the person it needed to go to. Okay? The whole point of this conversation is that technology is advancing all the time. All right, it's getting faster. It's going to be better tomorrow, guys, than it is today. Okay? And we want you guys to start thinking about your digital footprint. All right? Now, we're going to come to it, don't worry. There are lots of positives and negatives to being online. And it is good to be aware of the negatives because they're the things that you can avoid and the ways that will keep you safe. Okay? So imagine you're walking on a beach, all right? You're walking on the sand and you turn around, you've left footprints behind, yeah? So what do we think a digital footprint is then? What could digital footprint mean? Anyone want to have a go? Have a go, yeah?
If you leave your phone around.
Not quite. Maybe think a little bit more in depth about what you might be doing on your phone. Yeah, have a go.
So if you've done something bad and then you try, like you delete it, it will still be there.
Okay, we'll come back to that. It's not necessarily always something bad. Whatever you do online, okay, will be building up your digital footprint. Okay, it's how you choose to present yourself online, what you want the world to see about you on the internet. Okay, we're going to do an activity now, guys. And hopefully it's really going to embed into your brains where you start to think about the presence and the marks that you're already leaving on the internet. Okay?
All right, so you guys said you're lovely and awake, so I need a lovely volunteer.
All straight up.
Come on, you are awesome there. Come on, what's your name, dude? Caden.
Jaden. Nice to meet you,
Sorry,
Jaden. Come and
just
shake my
high
hand,
five.
Jaden. You're going to stand in the middle of Zac and I. Welcome.
You've got a difficult job here, so I hope you're up to it. Hold that piece of string, please. Hold it tight, look after it. That's your job.
If you need 2 hands, you
Perfect.
can
I need
use 2
everyone
hands.
else up now. Miss, if you want to get involved, you're more than welcome to, or if you want to get pictures, you're more than welcome to also.
Yeah, come
Perfect.
make a circle around.
Oh, yeah.
I've had my breakfast, don't
Needs
worry.
to be quite a big circle because I need to get
Take a
in the
step
circle. Okay, so what he's done here is he's taken a picture and he's thought, I'm going to take a silly selfie and I'm going to send it to the group chat. So he sent it over here.
Oh, God.
Oh, he's already lost it. Don't worry, he's got the picture back. He's taken another one. He's lost the first one, he's taken another one. There you go, he's put it in the group chat. Can you hold that for me nice and tight? Can you hold that for me nice and tight? Now Ruby here's thought, well, if he's put it in the group chat, surely that means I can share it with whoever I want. So he shares it over here with Finley. And then Finley pings it over here to Taylor. And then it goes all the way over here to this group chat. It goes ping, ping. And then back over here. You'll see why I'm doing it like this in a minute. Don't worry, I know it's a bit tedious and annoying, but okay. It goes to Freya. And if you think you're last, don't worry, you're not last.
So at this point, be thinking about where Jaden's picture is going.
Okay, say for instance, imagine you guys go to a completely different school now. Now we're going to use our imaginations crazy now. Alex doesn't even go to school. Alex is an adult now. And Alex met Kayleigh at the training. And Alex thinks that Kayleigh was an awesome trainer.
Thanks,
and
Alex.
knows that she likes a laugh, so he shares it with Kayleigh.
You are very kind, thanks Alex. And most of you can tell now, okay, that Zac's a bit of a joker, all right? And we work in the office together, so I'm going to share it with Zac in the office.
Okay, but Kayleigh forgot I'm away on holiday. Where have I gone on holiday? Give me a random holiday destination.
Hawaii. Portugal.
Everyone's saying Hawaii.
You haven't been to Portugal yet?
We've not been to Portugal yet. Let's go to Portugal. Now, do you know what comes from Portugal? Nando's. I love a Nando's. I'm living it up, eating all the Nando's I can get in Portugal, loving life. And I know that the Portuguese, they love a laugh. So I'm sharing the selfie. They're loving it. They're thinking it's hilarious. But suddenly a few days go past and he is thinking, ooh, that selfie, that could actually be a bit offensive. I know what, I'll delete it. Can you let go of your piece of string for me, Jaden? Thank you very much. He's dropped his piece of string, which means that he has deleted the picture. Has it gone away?
No.
Who's still got access to it? How come? What have you done?
Because he might have deleted the photo for just himself.
Exactly. Okay, so quick question. What does this look a little bit like?
A spider web.
You are on the ball, I like it.
done.
It looks a bit like a spider's web. Anyone ever heard of the World Wide Web?
Yes.
What is it?
A web. Internet.
You're on the ball again, the internet, exactly. So imagine this is the internet for me. Imagine all these pieces of string at different websites and different places. So this picture, look how far it's gone. That's the first thing I want you to think about. When you post something on the internet, how far it can actually be shared. But also I want you to think about, Jaden here's deleted it. You guys have still got access to it. It's really, really, really hard to permanently delete something from the internet. Okay?
This is already making up Jaden's digital footprint. Okay, so it's really worth thinking about the things that you're sharing online. Okay,
what I'm going to do is I'm going to come collect the string now. When I get to you, feel free to drop it on the floor and I will collect it up. That's fine, you can drop it now, mate. In the meantime, I want you to put yourself in Jaden's shoes and imagine that your picture that you now regret has been carried on being shared. How are you going to be feeling? What emotions are you going to feel? If you've got an answer straight away, feel free to put your hand up.
Yeah, put your hands up if you've got an answer. How would you be feeling? Yes.
Thank you.
Upset. Why would you be upset?
Because I didn't want everyone knowing it.
Yeah, because you didn't want everyone to see it.
Grab
Do
a
we
seat,
know
guys.
who's got
Thank
control
you.
of your picture right now?
Make sure we listen,
No,
please,
we
guys.
don't. Any more? How else might we be feeling if we were Jaden? Yes. Sad. Why would you be sad?
Because you're sharing information with other people that you might not want them to know.
Absolutely. Any other emotions we might be feeling? Yeah?
If I was Jane, I would feel disappointed with myself.
Disappointed with yourself. That's a
Great
really
answer.
interesting one. Ultimately, guys, if you share something online, who does the responsibility fall to? You, the person sharing it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Now I've got a question for you. Say, for instance, you'd never been on this trainer, but you've come here on a Saturday morning and you're getting your pancakes and your milkshakes upstairs. Would you tell a random stranger that you sat next to where you go to school?
No.
Would you tell them where you live?
No.
Who your friends are? Where you hang out with your friends? No? Imagine now that you've taken your selfie and posted it on your social media with your school uniform on.
They'll know.
Exactly. You've suddenly told a random stranger exactly where you go to school. Imagine that you've tagged the location of where you are or where you hang out with your friends, or you take a picture in a really recognisable location where you hang out with your friends. You've told a random stranger what you're doing and where you like to hang out. So we really want you to think about not just the information that you're telling people online, but what you're telling them without realising in the pictures that you take.
Who here does online gaming? Just give me a show of hands. Yeah, quite a few. Okay, Zac, you do,
I do.
don't you? Okay, I want a really honest answer now. Who here knows 100% of the people they're playing against or talking to online? Okay, if you do, great. Thank you for being honest if you don't. A lot of people don't. At this point though, hands down, at this point, we can't reiterate enough to you, don't share with people that you don't know online what you wouldn't be prepared to share with a stranger on the street. Okay, we don't say this to frighten you, it's just so that you're thinking about what you're sharing and who you're sharing it with. Okay, so we have got 3 key things we really, really want you to remember from our session today. Okay, I might test you on these in a minute, so listen really carefully. The first one is, if you don't know your privacy or your security settings on your devices at home, ask an adult to look at them for you. Okay, we know restrictions are frustrating, don't we? We know that you might want to play on your tablet after 9 o'clock. Mum's turned it off. We know it's a bit annoying. Ultimately, it's to keep you safe, all right? And these restrictions are there to make sure that what you are sharing is only going to people that you know. Okay, that's number 1, okay? Second one, treat others how you want to be treated online. Okay, just like you would in the playground, we don't tolerate bullying in schools these days. Please, please don't do it online. Okay, if you receive something that you think's a bit funny and you're thinking about sending it on, put yourself in that person's shoes, all right? Would you want them sharing it if it was you? Probably not, okay? So what was the first one?
Privacy settings. What was it?
Well done, guys. Great
Amazing
remembering.
memory.
Privacy settings. Second one, treat others how you want to be treated online. Third one, we think this is the most important
Definitely.
one from our session. If you forget everything else, this is the one thing we want you to remember, okay? If you receive something that makes you uncomfortable, it's slightly inappropriate, all right? You know that feeling in your tummy where something's not quite right? What is the first thing we would expect you to do? What's the best thing you can do in that situation? Tell an adult, okay? And there's a key word there. We really want you to tell an adult that you trust, okay? That can be parents, older siblings, grandparents, youth workers, teachers, teaching staff, dinner ladies, an adult that you trust. Keep it, show them, and get it sorted. All right, the last thing we want is for any of you to feel uncomfortable about something you've received or seen online. So it's really, really important that you tell an adult and we get it sorted. Definitely. We've had a few young people this morning say it's happened to me, told my parents, and it got sorted, okay? Yeah? All right, final point is, we know you're a little bit young to be thinking about jobs, but does anybody know what they want to do when they grow up? Yeah?
Nice.
Okay, so when you're as ancient as us and you start working, nowadays, most employers are going to look you up online, okay? Especially teaching staff, people that work with young people, we were looked at before we got our jobs. Yeah. And this is where we want you to start thinking about that digital footprint. What have you left behind that people can find out about you? If there was something inappropriate in my digital footprint, do you think I'd have got my job? So really start thinking, as you go through high school and you start to get social media, okay, start thinking about what you're putting out for people to learn about you. Okay, we've stuck to time, we've got it all in. Thank you so much for listening really, really well, guys, all right? Awesome.